exist. They were always something else before. You know, Lydia's just a secondary or third-area character. And now she's not as much of a character. You know, I think she's still probably pretty good, but I just haven't seen it yet in tournament. I'm waiting to see it, actually.
Yes, as you see in there. So his favorite character is Katarina. Started playing in 2013, which is a little bit earlier. So he did start in Tekken Tag 2. I wonder who he played in. He probably played like the Lily and maybe Raven in Tekken Tag 2. Favorite player? Which player influenced him the most? Gen. And
yeah, especially from Tag 2.
Oh yeah, he was definitely very strong then. And kickboxing is his hobby. I like it. I respect it.
Man, kickboxing and then you pick Katarina? Like, I'm sorry, but they're Josie, Fakamram, and Katarina's the kickboxer?
I guess 4-4 with another 4 and an extra 4 on it, maybe. I don't know. But talking about this, we have Mood coming up from Togo. He's actually a young player I spoke to. Shout out to Queen Arrow, because I actually reached out to her to actually find out some information on this guy. He's 24, so he is a young guy coming up. Started playing in 2019, so he is a Tekken 7 baby here, and his favorite player is iMusician. That's definitely a great favorite player to have. That guy loves to party. I love watching his Yoshimitsu too. I'm a big fan, and his hobby is soccer. Now I'm upset because it shouldn't say soccer, it should be football, but we're not going to get into that argument. Okay.
I mean, who's running this production, man? This is not an American production, all right? That's all I'm going to say. He's playing soccer, must be correct. You know, like, I don't actually care one way or another. You can call it whatever you want.
It's definitely football. Yeah, I'm a big football fan myself, so it'll be interesting to find out what team he supports actually.
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys.
Do I have a Dallas Cowboys hat? I may randomly have a Dallas, because it's the New Era hats, isn't it? So I just get whatever color matches whatever I'm wearing. I think one actually may be a Cowboys hat.
I can't believe it. I just pulled like the first random football team out of my mind. You know, I'm like not even a Cowboys fan. It just came out of there. But yes, you know, this should be an interesting matchup. Yoshimitsu versus potentially Katarina is what we're kind of expecting here. You mentioned iMusician, dude. I've been watching that guy play recently as well, and he is a nut, dude. He is so calculated. I don't think people give him enough credit for his defense with Yoshimitsu, because he will use those single spins to get away defensively from things like, I'm like, you could have just sidestepped, right? But he's like, no, one single spin, take a little bit of health off. So iMusician, very good inspiration if you're a Yoshimitsu player, especially if you're watching him how he plays defensively.
Yeah, and well, I kind of know a lot about Yoshimitsu because we have Kane and Trench over here as well. And I've actually had the pleasure of sitting down while he's been playing, because he actually comes here to play sometimes.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so I actually see a lot of his and actually get to listen to his mindset when he plays. So it'll be interesting to see, because Yoshimitsu, when he started to explain stuff to me, I was like, wow, there's certain things I never knew was possible. I was like, he's like these little like, it's so like specific tech, and I'm like, yeah, dude, like, wow.
The thing about Yoshi too is that like every player that plays Yoshi plays him very differently, right? Like Kane and Trench to me is a very passive Yoshi player. He's very defensive in general, like in terms of being patient and waiting for his opportunities. And then you have other characters, other players of the Yoshi, which are just going in and mixing you up like nonstop with like sword sweeps or something. And it's like, dude, what the heck? You're totally different than the Yoshi I'm used to.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yoshimitsu, there's no two Yoshimitsus alike. I would feel. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see if he's gonna bring that spirit of iMusician out.
Yeah, is it more of an iMusician or more of a Kane and Trench? Oh yeah, that forward 1+2 from Yoshi too. That's had a nice change here in 5.0. Counter hit launcher now.
Big counter hit launcher. I like
I love that. That was. Yeah, I was gonna say I love that was the first thing he did. It's like, do you know about this? Is it gonna hit?
I'm waiting to see when he brings out the new tactic. I can't remember the stance forward 1 or something like that, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember the notation for it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my goodness, that's what we're starting off, huh?
I guess he tried to flash. Maybe it was attempt to punish on the flash, but that was way too slow. But it hit, so who am I to say? It does have rage available.
Yeah, Katarina's lows are, oh my gosh, and spinning with so little health, dangerous. 13 seconds. Sword sweep, block this.
Yes, it was like a mosquito to the light there, just watching. I mean, it happens to everyone. Even times I know it's coming. Okay, big flash, but no pickup.
Yeah, see chat saying Kin stands forward 2 is his new tactic.
Forward 2, not forward 1. That was halfway there.
Close, yeah.
Maybe I need to listen to Kane and Trench a little bit more.
He's like, I told you it was forward 2.
Okay, go straight under that nice high crash. Just keeps it nice and simple there. And around back up. I think Katarina is such an interesting character, especially with the full crouch low, that buff.
Yep.
Definitely a huge buff, only minus 14. But I think Yoshi can launch that, right? Is his while standing 14?
I don't think so. I thought his wall stand launch was a hop kick.
He's got the kind of twin piston thing. No.
I have no idea. I have no idea. What a flash again, man! Why is he not getting the pickup? Man, I was like, screw it, I'm going to rage drive.
Okay, we
wall carry here? No. Oh boy. Yeah, Kin stance low there. Close out third round mood. Looking pretty sharp with Yoshi though.
Yeah, so one thing that Bosfort done is spring kick. You don't want to do that against Yoshi. That is a guaranteed flash punish. So Moo's showing that he definitely is in the mood to punish. Okay, blocks that. Nice knee. We're gonna go to the wall. Ah, a bit unfortunate there. The side.
Wow. Yeah, they couldn't get the balcony. Both of them tried.
A big low.
Yeah, all the big lows from Bosfort. And here's the low parry. No, my God, no sword dance, no combo.
Another full crouch low, Katarina. The huge buff for her, man. It was really good.
Yeah.
Again, just showing, you know, full crouch low. Are you gonna block this? Are you gonna low parry this? What are you gonna do about it? Okay, gets to the throw. Untakeable throw. Need to duck that. Okay, flash.
Wow, dude.
Just like that. We're gonna go to the wall. What's the mix up?
Wow, not even letting her spring either.
Yeah, Yoshimitsu's wall game, I think it's very under. I think his Okazemi game is something that's not really spoken about as much. You know, he's got the unblockable sword sweep, and those techs still work. And then if you stay stay grounded, I think crouch dash 1 as well will hit.
I hate that.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you stay grounded and don't do anything, he gets it again and again until you wake up, and then you wake up.
And then you wake up into the sword sweep. So what MYK has told me is that I should tech towards the wall, because then if I tech towards the wall and they do the crouch dash 1 and you block it there, then it's easy to launch punish them there, for long at least, right? I don't know if it's 15 or 14, but I can punish it easily with D plus 4/4. But if I tech roll away from the wall and I block crouch dash 1, then he's too far away for me to really get anything. So that's like a small bit of tech that helps in that situation, but I totally agree. His wall Okazemi game has always been strong, and now is even more ridiculous because the crouch dash 1 hitting grounded.
So it's actually crazy you mentioned that, because that is one of the things that Kane and Trench actually showed me about the crouch dash 1, the wall and teching. If you tech the wrong way, the space. So if you try to, you see it, and then, you know, instinctively try to punish, and then it's just he'll do it again, crouch dash 1, and actually launch you.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. So Yoshimitsu, very strong at the wall for Oki, as he always has been though, but in this game even more so. And you know, some people try to say like take him to infinite stage so you don't have to deal with it as much, but even in infinite stage his combos are still good, and he still has setups for sword sweep. And wow, character switch.
No, okay, he wants to roll the dice. He wants to get into that full crouch. Wait, actually, to be fair, a lot of those low crouch sweeps were hitting, so kind of, maybe this is his thought process. Okay, maybe I've done a lot of the full crouch lows, it was hitting a lot, so now I can mix it up with the sweep and the mid launch. So I'm actually interested to see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely favored a lot of lows. I think that, you know, Katarina, the way for his playstyle seemed like a very good fit. I'm curious to see what he does to Anna here, but the one thing I've noticed is every player that I've seen switch to Anna has done pretty well with her. So there's either something about this character that's very good or underappreciated, or, you know, just everyone has a really good backup Anna.
Yeah, I think she's a very good tournament character. Very volatile. And it's the thing, like, if you, oh my gosh, unblockable.
Volatile tournament, you want to say? Watch this.
Does have the rage available. Helps to go low. Ooh, that's all counter hit.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Spent the rage, but wow, caught her. Ay, mood. Starting to run away with a little bit. Bosfort's Anna, you know, started off okay. Hasn't had a chance to try a full crouch mix yet.
I love that. Maybe that's actually a natural punish, like a legit punish there.
I think it's definitely an interrupt too.
So we saw a bit of it there with the crouch dash one into the crouch dash one. Get back 2-2, no duck. But first hit actually. That's a bit weird. Okay, let's go for the flash.
Wow, not getting the pickups though.
And goes for the flash
Wow.
again. At that time, I actually read the flash myself. It seems like Mood, he needs to read when Mood wants to flash a lot more. And it seems like when he's under pressure, he doesn't want to deal with any of the pressure. So that's maybe something that Bosfort needs to look for and implement. Like, put him under that false pressure.
No, definitely. And in general, right, there aren't many Yoshimitsu players that really use flash a ton anymore. I feel like a lot, like back in the day it would always be like, oh, you got to watch out for flash against Yoshimitsu. Nowadays I feel like 8 out of 10 don't really flash that much, maybe 9 out of 10, but Mood is definitely a flash happy Yoshi, so you have to bait him to flashing and then get the full punish against it.
And talking about the flash, got the flash trade there, gets a full combo to the wall. Unblockable tech, and he's gonna go for it again.
Oh my gosh, and he spring kicked too.
Again, flash again just into back 2-2, no respect there, and just eating the string, just not blocking at the end.
Yeah, he blocked the first part of it too.
Yeah. Maybe he tried to sidestep. Maybe you could sidestep the last hit. It doesn't look like it. He needs to hold that pressure. But Togo and Mood, looking to, make it through in that loser's side. This is obviously best of 5, so first to 3.
Yep.
And he's up 2 games, looking very strong. And I wonder what Bosfort's gonna do, because the Anna didn't really get started either. So I feel
like if you like doing lows, which it seems like he does, and I'm using Anna, I'm gonna use down back 3+4. That little sweep she has that goes into the high follow up. It's kind of like Lay's down back 4-4, right? Where it's just gonna knock you off feet, it's gonna get the hit, and people have to duck and punish it correctly. The second it's coming out anyway, sort of a situation. So if he's sticking with Anna, I'd like to see that move come out. But I think the bigger issue here is that he's getting hit by flash way too much, right? Like he's probably got hit by flash like 6 or 8 times in the first 2 games combined so far. It's too much. It's too much, right? Because every one of those flashes is launch punishable if you bait it out.
Yeah, I'm there trying to think like what he could do, and I was about to say maybe he needs to kind of like get his game started, but I guess the flash, I think he needs to work around the flash more than actually get his game started, his offense, because once I think that will slow him down, because he seems to be losing a lot of damage from eating those flashes. So okay, talking about Lidia and Resurrection, I haven't seen a Lidia in a while, so
he's a Lidia main, I swear.
So this time, let's go for the Lidia.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how this goes. I haven't seen Lidia in a minute, man. Since the 5.0 patches, the Lidia army has thinned out. Thankfully,
there's thinned out to 0. I
it's real thin. Yes, it's real thin.
Yeah, using that pressure.
It's also kind of a nice thing though when you have a character that's underused, right? People forget they don't have experience against it anymore. It's not like something to have much muscle memory built up against because it's such a new character too.
Okay, just hop kicks out of there, but drops the combo. You don't want to be doing that at this stage as well. 2 games down. He gets stuck on the running pressure.
Ooh, yes.
And that
flash all day.
I think that
it looked
like it was a
guaranteed.
Well, yeah. And that's gonna be the round. That is definitely going to be the round. He really needs to work around the flash and bait it a lot, because it is costing him huge amounts.
Yeah, I mean, on the flip side of that, if you're a Yoshimitsu player and you're really good at using flash, you're going to find a lot of success. And Mood is very good at timing it. Like, a lot of these aren't just kind of guesses. They're in situations where, if you're finishing your extension, you're going to get flashed on. So they're very good placed flashes.
Yeah, 100%.
Not really just guesses. Look at that, like that. He ducked a high flash punish.
Why did he? That's probably just to send a message. I've never seen a Yoshi player duck and punish with flash. That is the first time I've ever seen that. I
think honestly, he's really good at using flash, and so it's like it's a specialty that you want to specialize in, just not many people have.
Yeah, it's actually quite scary. It makes you think, okay, I need to be careful how I approach it. It makes you change your game, and that's one of the things I thought is very strong in a tournament match. If you're really making your opponent doubt.
Oh wow, was he gonna back turn flash, bro? I feel like he set that up. He stood there back for so long. I was like, what is he doing? Yeah, Mood.
First.
on set point here.
Need to be very careful. We need to be aware that he needs to duck back 2-2 as well. That could have been the round for him. And that may be the round that goes to the low, yes. And Mood just like that. Was that... Gosh, was that 9 rounds straight? I'm trying to do.
It's hard for me to remember, but it's possible that that was. Regardless, though, Mood with the Yoshimitsu going to be moving on in the tournament. Stays alive out here. Bosfort, nice effort. Tried out multiple characters here, put on a show for everybody, but couldn't get it done. 4th place for you this year in the West Africa Regional Finals.
Yes, so Mood definitely moving on, and we're going to see Mood versus Shaolin. That's going to be a very, very interesting match. From Shaolin, obviously the one who took it last year, but now it's all to play for because these guys want to make it out to Amsterdam. So, you know, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a great match to watch as well.
Yeah, Raven versus Yoshimitsu is not a match that you see a ton. You know, there are some top players out in Korea and Japan who use both characters, so it does exist. But this one will be a little bit different, right? And as we mentioned, I haven't really seen a Yoshimitsu like Mood before, this happy with Flash, right? It's a strategy that I've seen a long time ago from Yoshimitsu players, but you can tell that he really has specialized in hitting these flashes, right? So he's looking for opportunities where he can find it against the cast of characters that he's played against. So if he has a lot of Raven experience, I mean, like, can you flash down back 2-1? Like, is he gonna duck the second hit and stand up and flash punish it? I have no idea, but I feel like we're gonna see it.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. I want to